Loretta Swit was born on November 4, 1937, in Passaic, New Jersey, to Lester and Nellie Swed, née Cassack, who were both of Polish descent. Her father was a salesman and upholsterer. Swit's brother, Robert, was 6 years and 1 day her senior too. As a child, Swit was a member of a Girl Scout troop sponsored by the Holy Rosary Sea Church of Passaic, known as the Holy Rosary Scouts III. She graduated from Pope Pius XI High School in Passaic in 1955, where she had been a cheerleader, taken part in theatrical productions, and was co-captain of the women's basketball team. 4-5. She graduated from Catherine Gibbs School in Montclair, New Jersey in June 1957, then was employed at a variety of clerical jobs, including as a stenographer in Bloomfield, New Jersey, personal secretary to Elsa Maxwell, secretary to the ambassador from Ghana to the United Nations, and at the American Rocket Society in New York City, while being trained to dance by a classmate, Elizabeth Parent Barber, a Rockette and student at the New York School of Ballet. During this time, she began developing her acting career. 6. She studied drama with Gene Frankel in Manhattan in New York City and considered him her acting coach. She regularly returned to his studio to speak with aspiring actors throughout her career. Swit is also a singer, having trained at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. After divorcing her co-star from Envious, Loretta Swit, 85, still looks young and enjoys living with dogs. With her breakout role as the sassy nurse Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan in the program M***********, where she also met her true love, Diagnosis, murder actor Loretta Swit rose to fame. She is happily divorced today and still has a youthful appearance for someone her age. She is a good fur mom despite never having kids and loves to save animals. Actress Loretta Swit, who was born on November 4, 1937, debuted on stage at the age of 7. Her parents, who were immigrants from Poland, strongly advised against her continuing to be involved in the entertainment industry. Swit, a natural-born singer, however, was determined to make a living performing, and nothing, not even her worried parents, could stand in the way. Before beginning some work with repertory companies, the actress received training at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. They thought her looks were too harsh and simple for innocent young woman parts, which is unfortunate. She subsequently shifted to light comedy and musicals, where she first introduced her fans to the quick comedic edge that would later become the cornerstone of her long-lasting career in comedy and movies. The actress was cast in The Balcony in 1961, and it was her first acting gig. Early in the 1970s, she moved to Hollywood, where she added humor and off-center acting to various series like Mannix, Hawaii Five-0, Mission, Impossible, and Gunsmoke. She finally landed her breakout role as the eminent head nurse Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan in the TV adaptation of M*********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** seasons on television. The character garnered her an Emmy nomination. The actress has pleasant memories of those times because the show was nothing short of fantastic. Both advantages and disadvantages were there, and she nearly gave up after season 4 because she thought her role had become stale. The discovery of Dennis Holohan, her one true love, was her best takeaway from the show. Swit and Holohan first came into contact on the show when Holohan was chosen to play Margaret's love interest, Swedish diplomat Per Johansson. Swit was already feeling worn out before the show's final season and had thought about leaving after season 10. Something, though, told her to hang on. The love, American-style actress was about to meet her soulmate and the guy she would be with for the following 12 years, although she was unaware of this at the time. When Dennis Holohan, a guest star, showed in, she was in the middle of filming the UN, The Night in the Music episode. Swit admitted that when they stumbled into their first scene together, she felt Holohan was her soulmate. There were times when I wished I could stop watching M***S**H and do something else. I told myself when I first met Dennis, so that's why I'm still here. Swit says that it was love at first sight because anytime Holohan entered the room, she would abruptly crash into furniture and act childish. She realized then that she could happily live the rest of her life with him. Her character, Margaret, fell completely in love with Holohan's character, and she said the same thing was happening in real life as she recounted the nuances of her overwhelming feelings for the man. Swit was somewhat perplexed by the circumstance because she had never in her life given marriage a second consideration. She had no desire to find love. Margaret's aim, though, was to find love and have a family. When she realized she and her character were in love, she was shocked. She remarked, all too aware of the epiphany at work, "Maybe that's the best way to find someone exceptional when love is the last thing on your mind." But there was mutual emotion, and Holohan was equally astounded by how easily he fell for Swit. He remembers the first morning when they were filming a love scene, adding that he had never experienced anything like it so easily. It was both organic and wonderful. It appeared as though actual people were falling in love instead than just fictional characters. Both initially struggled with disorientation, and Holohan was initially concerned that because of their excellent acting, they might have mistakenly believed they were falling in love in real time. Yet, as the days went by, their feelings intensified even more, and their original infatuation persisted. They quickly became inseparable, and when life intervened and they had to spend some time apart, they both found it to be intolerable. Even if Holohan were in the next room, Swit acknowledged that she would still miss him. Their wedding day was in 1983, and the first few years of their marriage were perfect. But their love had soured by 1989, and they had decided to split. According to reports, Holohan's jealousy of Swit's success was the cause of their breakup. In the divorce papers, Holohan demanded 50% of Swit's earnings. In addition, he asked for at least $8,000 a month to maintain the standard of living he had grown accustomed to as her spouse. In 1995, they ultimately parted ways, and Swit never got remarried. She claims that after getting married to Holohan, she finally realized why people get married. Everyone can find the thought of wanting to spend their entire life with someone else appealing, and even if it did not work out for her in the end, she realized the following about marriage. It was the idea of spending the rest of your life extremely happily with a partner in a relationship that will constantly be new and difficult and exciting and great. Life after MASH and a look at her former retreat. Swit had an amazing run on MASH. While both the cast and the audience adored the sitcom, and the performers formed enduring relationships, Swit experienced a significant upheaval in her life as a result of the series. To begin with, it was her breakout performance that catapulted her to enduring renown. Second, she met her soulmate there, fell in love with him, and was married. Yet everything that has a start also has a finish, and the show's finish occurred in 1983 after 11 seasons. After the show, Swit did not put her acting career on hold. Rather, she continued to play a variety of roles, such as Kathy Ross in the romantic comedy The Love Boat, Jane Short in A Matter of Principle, Connie Stewart in Hell Hath No Fury, and Cora Lynn in The Big Battalions, among many others. Swit initially felt compelled to talk about everything about her life after the program finished, but as she participated in more and more interviews, she started to become less talkative and would provide a list of preferred questions whenever she was scheduled for interviews. In 1995, she stopped conducting interviews and refused to talk about her personal life, stating that the media had mistreated her. As a result of her choice, the majority of her private life has remained a secret in recent years. What is undeniable, though, is that the actress has been single for the past 28 years and has never remarried. She spent the most of her time at her former hideaway, Hollywood Hills West House, while she wasn't filming movies. With its enormous ivy-covered brick wall, double door that opened to scallop-shaped brick steps leading down to the gorgeous house, and French-inspired mansion on the prestigious street Ives Drive in Los Angeles, the Feu d'Olive became Swit's retreat. The interior of the house, which was just under 4,000 square feet, had a gym, a study, a den, a library, a dining room, a fireplace, beam ceilings, 3 bedrooms, and 4 bathrooms. The outdoor area was surrounded by plants and trees and had a spa, a swimming pool, a waterfall, a cabana, and numerous terraces. For $840,000, she sold the getaway house to producer and filmmaker Alan Parker in 1987. Fans concur that the 14-going-on-30 actress still looks stunning and young at 85, and she has continued to inspire people with her wonderful looks. Fans filled her comment section after she posted a picture of herself wearing a pretty flowery summer dress and dark sunglasses, congratulating her for preserving her beauty over the years and for having a kind heart. Swit has remained the same after all these years and simply keeps getting better, according to user at Pilebuck99. Posted by its Schoenborn Rob. You don't look a day older. Ah, summertime, when life is simple. Mr. Crossman too praised her as wonderful and included a heart emoji to emphasize his point. Swit, who was formerly described as an ash blonde with green eyes, who was 5 feet 5 inches tall, has maintained her appearance and astounds many with how young-looking she still looks at 85. Swit now saves animals in need. Swit may have chosen deliberately never to have children, but she still has a great deal of affection for the animals she rescues. When she was a young child being pushed around in a stroller, her love of animals practically came naturally. Doggy, doggy, doggy. She would shout out whenever she saw a dog, according to the Hollywood Squares actress's parents, who recalled this to her. It was distressing, to say the least, that her parents were stringent about not allowing any animals into their house. Seeing how much love animals had contributed to the world, she was unable to grasp their position. When Nurse Margaret feared she was pregnant on an episode of M********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** love for animals. According to the screenplay, the only way to determine whether she was indeed pregnant was to have a doctor perform a pregnancy test on rabbit ovaries. Swit preserved her memento from the incident, a pewter rabbit that inspired her to begin amassing silver and pewter rabbits, she revealed. The person who came up with the theory that Margaret believes she is pregnant gave me a pewter rabbit, and Rader's pet rabbit was the only one accessible for the test. Her love of animals was also evident in season 6 of the series, when she grew fond to a stray dog living in the camp. Even though that was a long time ago, she still cares deeply for animals. The Berks Law actress founded Switheart Animal Alliance, an organization that works to care for, protect, rescue, and train animals, conserve their habitat, and spread awareness of animal abuse and cruelty issues. She paints and sells her works to raise money for her nonprofit using her artistic talent. She has taken things a step further, though, and is now using her partnership to aid with the return of dogs from Afghanistan and their reunion with their original handlers. She also aids in connecting them with veterans in need of pets. She works to expedite the process since she is aware of how difficult and upsetting it may be for veterans to wait months to rejoin with their battle dogs, she observed. Our campaign is focused on changing the situation, which is something we aspire to do. She sees it as her responsibility to spread knowledge about animal care, since she thinks that ignorance and misinformation are the root causes of animal mistreatment. She became a fur parent as a result of her love of animals. Sahara, a Siamese mix, and Munchkin, a tiny Yorkie, are two of the pets she keeps at home. The actress from Play the Flute has a lovely relationship with her dogs, who adore and respect her. The best thing, though, Some believe she created sweets. She revealed, "They adore us without conditions. Let's support and love them wholeheartedly in return." Swit revealed that one fur coat requires the death of 80 animals, which is abhorrent. She urges folks who care about animals enough to listen to choose fox fur jackets instead of real fur ones, because they are just as warm and fashionable and contribute to the battle against animal cruelty and needless deaths. Thanks for watching my video.